everyone, and welcome to Cedar Point. I know it's hard to tell we're at Cedar Point right now, but this is Steel Vengeance. It was topped off on Thursday, and we are here on Friday for Halloween weekends. We're going to head on inside shortly, but right now we're at the campground checking out a couple angles of the topped off coaster. Here you can see track. This is the first drop, the start of the first drop off of the lift. And there you see the American flag, which is the tallest point in the steelwork and will be at 205 feet tall. So again, this is Steel Vengeance at Cedar Point, and we will have a lot more on the topping off coming up in this construction update. So stay tuned, and thanks for checking us out. So here we are looking at the top of Steel Vengeance, almost exactly the top, or almost exactly the side angle view, a little bit of an angle here. And one thing we want to notice is the railing is not all the way installed. That's about where the coaster left off before they finished off the track pieces here. Another thing to notice is we have workers currently on the structure. They are likely tightening bolts or working on these stairs right here. You can see a couple feet and a head there. A few people up there actually right now. And then here is, again, is the topping off of Steel Vengeance. You can see those rounded poles. We saw those way back in earlier updates. Those are just stairs, supports for the stairs and like the maintenance stairs, etc. And then underneath that you're going to see a steel bar here. This is likely our chain return for the lift hill chain, and it will go a little bit over the top there before it returns down, and we should start seeing that get installed next, as well as the drop. Now the drop is the only bit of track work we have left on Steel Vengeance. So our next update will probably be the completion of track work, and that will probably be either next week or the week after that. We will bring that to you. We will also bring it to you via the webcam screenshots, as we did this past week with the topping off of Steel Vengeance here at Cedar Point. Coming up, we're going to go on over, see if we can get a complete side view before heading into the park to check it out even more up close. And of course, as always in these construction updates, I will have still pictures. I will have still pictures of the construction progress being made, and some more low to the ground pictures coming up in the written post. So stay tuned for all that, and stay tuned for the rest of the video. So this is going to be a really windy shot, and I apologize for the interference or if it sounds like I'm yelling. Just wanted to show you guys the skyline now that we have a topped off Steel Vengeance here at Cedar Point. You can see here, Dragster is actually blocked by these trees here on the left, but you can see Millennium Force, Maverick there on the right, and then of course Steel Vengeance on the left at 205 feet. And of course Millennium Force is taller than Steel Vengeance, but the perspective here with Steel Vengeance being a lot closer to us here out on the point, almost on the point of Cedar Point, or the northernmost point of Cedar Point, here on Lake Erie. And as you can see, the sun is pretty bright right there, and the water's splashing around. It is a little bit of a breezy day here at Cedar Point. So here we've come inside the park, and we are across the train tracks, as you can go now for Halloween weekends evenings here for the Deprivation House, which is back in there, inside the infield, as we've talked about. So this is our first really close look of the track work, and you can see the topping off there, as well as that chain return area there. And then there is what we've been showing you from the campground already, all around. And you can see the vertical drop piece will be almost next. We have one more angled piece and then a couple vertical drop pieces right here and down into the first drop. So again, this is our first look from across the tracks. You can see a lot more of the details on the coaster all around right here. And again, we can actually get pretty close to the structure now. As we walk over here, we'll see the tunnel, in one of the tunnel inversions, inversion 3 on the ride, as we head over here by the fence. And this is the one we've been talking about through the summer. Here you can see the track upside down right in here. And then over here you can see what we saw on our hard hat tour right here, with that outer banked second turn after the drop, and all around. Here from inside the infield of Main Street, we can look all around and see track work, and even be right under some track right here. And again, this is the line for deprivation. So again, we are not trespassing at all or in any unmarked areas. But here you see the topping off. One more time. I know that's pretty much the theme of this one. And then this is the first drop, where you see the track leaves off right now. And then this will be the first vertical drop. We're at an angle, again, about a 45-degree angle from the structure. So we're kind of looking angled at it, of course. And then there's the first turn, which was the highest point before. That outer bank turn. And then some more track. 3 sets of rails we can walk under right here, which is really cool to see. And here you can see some more of the marked track like we've seen before as well. So it's just really cool to check out Steel Vengeance from the infield as well, now that Halloween's has begun. And that's just about going to wrap us up as the sun is setting on another Friday evening here at Cedar Point. My name is Jim from WildGravityTravels.com. For more, please check us out at WildGravityTravels.com, our YouTube page, which of course you're watching this video on or through, and our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram accounts for even more updates from around the parks. Have a great weekend ahead, and enjoy the hot season, everybody.